WJCL News presents Gridiron Live.
Good morning, football fans, and welcome to Gridiron Live. Frank Solkowski, Stephanie Farad.
I was going to say, were you going to say my name first?
The gentlemanly thing would have been
okay,
to do it.
to introduce me. Well,
but we're talking about football, so
That's right.
all the rules and the manners are out the window.
We proved that last week.
Yeah,
Another crazy week in college football, almost crazy week. Not as crazy as last week, but pretty intense. You had a lot of great games going on out there.
We got a great show coming up for you. The finals of the wing eating contest just minutes away. Who will take home the big championship in this wing eating contest? We're going to let you know. We're going to introduce you to one of the craziest concoctions I've ever seen in my life. Wild Wing rolling it out for next weekend. You're going to want to see that. But first things first, let's talk football. Going to start off with the college game. Of course, yesterday locally at Savannah State, they traveled down to Tallahassee to take on Florida A&M. You had Georgia Southern. It was homecoming. They were hosting Idaho out at Paulson Stadium. Georgia, they were the big story of late last week. Of course, Todd Gurley, the suspension is handed down for allegedly signing some autographs, accepting money. He was suspended, so Georgia went to Missouri without their top player.
That's right. So we had to see how Georgia was going to respond, and they responded pretty well, and they were on the road as well. And then, of course, you also had Georgia Tech taking on Duke. Georgia Tech still undefeated at this point in the season, so a big game for the Yellow Jackets.
Let's go ahead and get out to all the highlights from Saturday afternoon. Georgia Southern hosting Idaho for homecoming. Vandals get the ball first on 3rd and long. Matt Lynan going to find Josh McCain on the 18-yard pickup. That's going to lead to a 35-yard field goal. Vandals went on top 3-0. Southern's first drive, Matt Breida going to find some room. He's going to hit the sideline. He's going to pick up 52 yards for the Eagles. Then Kevin Ellison going to take it in from 6 yards out. Eagles went on top. It was 7-3. Ellison then throwing. He's going to find Zach Walker, gets 19 yards down the middle. Then Ellison going to the air again. He pump fakes, going to find B.J. Johnson for the touchdown. Point after fails, 13-3 Georgia Southern. Idaho threatening. L.J. Penny got the 10-yard touchdown run. That's going to make it a 3-point game. Right back comes Georgia Southern. Fabian Upshaw now at quarterback. He's airing it out to Kentrella Showers for a 40-yard pickup. Then Upshaw throwing to Matt Breida. Breida's in from 17 yards out. Georgia Southern on top, 20-10. Move to the second half. The Eagles offense back to work. Breida getting things started with the 34-yard pickup deep into Vandals territory. Couple plays later, it's Ellison on the keeper. He goes 14 yards for the touchdown. Southern went up 27-10. It's 33-18 Eagles late in the third quarter, but Idaho closing the gap. Penny with the 4-yard touchdown run. It was 33-24. To the fourth quarter they go, and the Eagle defense coming up with a big play. Idaho looking to throw, but the pass, it's going to be picked off by Matt Dobson, who's then going to take it 26 yards for the touchdown. The pick six going to make it 40-24. Georgia Southern tacks on a late touchdown, and the Eagles move to 4-0 in Sun Belt Conference play thanks to the 47-24 victory on homecoming.
Every one of these games is going to be tough. They're not going to be any easy ones. I thought our guys, when we needed to make plays, offense, defense, even one time in the kicking game with a nice return, we made the plays.
We're at the halfway point in our conference schedule, so we're happy to be undefeated so far going into our bye week. It's always good going into a bye week after a win, so we're real happy about that.
Savannah State paying a visit to Tallahassee, Florida, taking on Florida A&M. In the first quarter, Richard Williams bouncing off a few defenders. He's going to put the Tigers on the scoreboard. It was 7-0. FAMU going to fake out everyone here, including the camera guy, as Kurtik Evans going to find the quarterback Damian Fleming for the 30-yard touchdown. That's going to tie the game up at 7. Still in the second quarter, Fleming to Zach Webster for the touchdown. The Rattlers grab a 14-7 lead. Before half, Fleming to Casey Glines for the 56-yard touchdown. It was 21-7 Florida A&M. Fourth quarter, Tigers, Tino Smith to Derek Kirkland to bring the Tigers within a touchdown, but that's as close as they would get. Tigers still winless. They fall to FAMU 24-14, the final. Georgia playing without Todd Gurley. They were at Missouri. Second quarter, 6-0 Dogs. Hudson Mason going to keep it. He's going to stumble in for the 11-yard touchdown, 13-0 Dogs. Second quarter now, Mason going to find Michael Bennett in the back corner of the end zone, 20-0 Georgia. Third quarter, Matty Malk over the middle, going to be off the hands of Jimmy Hunt, and this is going to be intercepted by Quincy Mauger, who's going to have his second pick of the day. Third quarter, Brendan Douglas going to the left. He's going to leap and get in, flipped upside down, but he's going to score 15-yard touchdown. Georgia would pick off Malk 4 times in the game. The Georgia defense with a big showing, and the Dogs pick up the 34-0 win over Missouri. Georgia Tech taking on Duke up in Atlanta. First quarter, Tech up 3. Second and 22, Anthony Boone going to connect with Sean Wilson for the 29-yard pickup. Corey Griffin flagged for targeting, and he's ejected for the hit on Wilson. That's going to set up third and goal. Boone to Max McCaffrey for the touchdown. 7-3 Duke. Second quarter, 7-6 now. Thomas Sirk with the keeper. He's in for the touchdown. 14-6 Blue Devils. 14-12 at the half. Dark clouds rolling in, and lightning would cause a weather delay that will last over an hour in Atlanta. Third quarter, Duke's Josh Snead will get in to extend the lead to 9 points. Fourth quarter, 24-12. Anthony Boone, using his legs, almost gets the touchdown, but the Blue Devils going to get in during the very next play, and Duke comes to Atlanta, and they knock off the Yellow Jackets. 31-25, the final. All right, so there's a look at some of the college football action, and take a look at this. This is perhaps...
I've never seen anything like it.
This scares me, and not too many things scare me. Stephanie, I know next week we have Beertoberfest coming up, and in honor of Beertoberfest, you're pulling out one of the most manly things I've ever seen in my life. Tell us what we're looking at.
Well, we've got, it's our Mustache Men Manly Bloody Mary. It's only available one time a week. You can only get it on Sunday at kickoff the game. You come in, order it at 12:30. At kickoff, 1 o'clock, they all go out, and that's it. If you don't get it in, you got to wait until the next week.
So this is a Bloody Mary and an appetizer.
That's right. It's a meal and a drink.
It's a meal and a drink and everything all in one.
It is, but it's pretty much guaranteed to take care of a hangover. You've got all your favorite hangover foods shoved in there, and it's pretty spicy, goes down smooth.
No. You come in Sunday morning, you order this thing, at 12:30 is when you can order it. You go ahead and you get your order in for the Manly Bloody Mary concoction thing here. You get it at 1 o'clock in time for kickoffs. You enjoy your meal, you enjoy your drink, you enjoy your football.
That is correct.
Again, man, we got Beertoberfest coming up next weekend. Of course, a lot of excitement. If you got facial hair and you're very proud of it, you may want to get on down here to Wild Wing and sign up for the contest. They have the facial hair contest. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be something unusual. Of course, we'll be talking all about that next Sunday morning. Here
and we've got a lot still coming up. We've got the final, the championship round of our wing eating competition coming up. We're also going to take a look at all the great high school action that we had and take a look at this week's Enmark Player of the Week candidates. So still a lot to come here on Gridiron Live. You're watching us live from Wild Wing Cafe in downtown. Welcome back to Gridiron Live from Wild Wing Cafe in City Market. We've got a lot of football still to talk about. Going to talk about high school football now. A lot of great games going on Friday night, so take a look. We start with the game of the week. Calvary Day faithful getting painted up and ready for their rival Savannah Christian. This one would be a low-scoring game. We start with the Raiders opening the game up. Josh Chambly to Tyler Arnold across the middle for the big pickup. Then Christian is going to go to work on the ground. Nick Bateman up the middle. He takes it down to the Calvary 10-yard line. 7-minute drive would stall, and the Raiders would settle for the field goal. Will be 3-0 Savannah Christian. Then the defense is taking over. Christian looking to throw. Mark Elton with a nice pass breakup. Then the Cavs offense never gets going. They're looking to run, but Jack Bush is going to come up with a tackle for the loss. In the second quarter, Savannah Christian driving again, but Calvary going to force the fumble, and Alex Purdon is there to recover. This was a 3-0 game at half, but in the second half, Calvary scores the touchdown and wins over the Raiders 7-3. The Portal Panthers in Savannah to take on Savannah Country Day. Hornets buzzing early. Quarterback Hunter Haley is going to throw to Colton Lichtenberg, who makes the catch and proceeds to make his way into the end zone. 7-0 Hornets, but back comes Portal on a wild play. Panthers going with the reverse. Ball is going to be fumbled, but Fred Holloway going to pick up the pigskin, and then he heads to the outside, and he's not going to be caught. The play would break out into 65 yards for the touchdown, tying the game at 7. But right back comes Country Day. Hatley on the design keeper right up the middle, and he gets to the second level, and he's in for the touchdown. The Hornets back on top. Happily, he wasn't done later. In this one, he would go to Jake Lee for the touchdown. Big night for Savannah Country Day offense. They roll over Portal 38-13, the final. Homecoming for the Johnson Adams Smashers out of T.A. Wright Stadium. Smashers leading Islands 28-0 at the half. Second half, more from Johnson. The reverse goes to Darius Miller. He's going to pull away from the Shark defenders and moves the ball deep into Islands territory. Very next play, Smashers into the end zone. Quarterback Jalen Baker going to call his own number, and a good call. He's headed this way for the touchdown. After the point after, it would be 35-0. Then the Johnson defense helps extend that lead. Smashers bring the pressure. The Islands pass going to be picked off by Deshaun Morris, who's going to take it the other way for the touchdown. The pick six makes it 41-0. Johnson cruises past Islands with that final. On Thursday, Statesboro would be looking for their first win of the season, taking on Richmond Hill. It's going to be Malin Williams breaking free for Statesboro here to get the first down. A few plays later, Austin Kleinline will hit Jawan Osborne. He's going to make the nice grab and go 7-0 Statesboro. The Wildcats having trouble. The fumble here is going to be recovered in excellent field position by the Blue Devils. That would lead to this short run by Williams, who would finish with 112 yards rushing. It would be 14-0 Blue Devils. The Wildcats able to score here in the third. A nice 50-yard run by Ronnie Harris, and it's going to be 14-7 at that point. Harris adds another just before the end of the third, but the always important extra point would be no good. Statesboro is going to escape with the 14-3 win over Richmond Hill.
So there's a little recap of some of the best action from Friday night. For a complete recap of last Friday night's high school football, log on to our website, WJCL.com, look on the Frenzy page, and there you go. All right, let's talk about the best player from a week ago. The Enmark Player of the Week, it was Naeem Bartley of Effingham County High School, 220 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns in the Rebels win over Richmond Hill.
That's right, Naeem had a great week, but we had a lot of players having a great week this week as well. Let's take a look at this week's Enmark Player of the Week candidates. Jenkins, Arkeem Bird, he had 201 total yards of offense and 2 touchdowns for Jenkins in their win on Friday night. And also we've got Stevie Powers had a great game as well. Well, I'll get Stevie Powers. Deshaun Morris had 5 total touchdowns. That includes 1 interception that he returned.
The other thing about Deshaun Morris was he was also voted homecoming king.
Yeah, he was homecoming king, so a big week for Deshaun. Also, as I said, Stevie Powers, he threw for 341 yards and 4 touchdowns in Benedictine's win. And then Trevin Prey, he was on our list last week. He had another big week this week, 205 yards, 3 touchdowns for him. As always, you can go on our website, WJCL.com, look for Enmark Player of the Week, make your pick, and then that counts towards the final vote.
All right, we'll have a winner on the Enmark Player of the Week come Wednesday. We're going to have a winner in our wing eating contest here in just a matter of minutes. It is the finals of the Wild Wing Cafe wing eating contest. The 4 finalists are starting to find their spot, eyeing their wings. We're going to go ahead and jump on it with the contest coming up on the flip side. You're watching Gridiron Live, as always, live from Wild Wing Cafe. Stick around. Welcome back to Gridiron Live, as always, coming to you from the heart of City Market, Wild Wing Cafe. And here it is. We have reached the finals of Wild Wing's wing eating contest. I can tell you one thing. One guy already thinks he has the championship in his belt and everything else here, but we're going to find out. Here's the deal. These 4 gentlemen have weathered the storm. They have the best mouths in the South. They battled, and they're proven. And today they're going to go at it in the finals of our wing eating contest. The rule's pretty simple. On your plate, you got some regular wings. You also have the hottest of the hot wings. Isn't that right, Steph?
That's right. And then you have, as always, 2 minutes to eat as many wings. Now, the hot of the hot, they'll be 2 points. The regular wings, they're going to be 1 point. And then after that, we go by style, how much meat is off of the bones. And I don't know, maybe you did something special while you ate them.
Maybe you twirl the wings on your finger as you're down them. I don't know. With style points will come into play, especially today, because I think we've got a heated competition. Let's go ahead and meet everybody, our 4 finalists. Your name, and tell us where you're from.
Zach from Detroit.
Zach from Detroit, Motown in the house.
Joey from Cleveland.
Joey from Cleveland. Man, we got a crew here.
Okay, now where are you from and what is your name?
Jeff Howard, right here in Savannah.
And you've got a little bit of support system here. Who's
yes,
this?
I do. This is Reagan.
All right.
She's my right-hand man.
Cheerleader, like it. And what's your name? Where are you from?
How's it going? I'm Zach, and I'm from 62 House.
And of course, Zach is the one who brought the championship
Yes.
belt. So this is Zach's belt.
Zach's
so
got a
we'll
lot
see
to prove
if he
here.
can live up to it. Again, you got 2 minutes, guys. Eat as many wings. And again, on the line this morning, a year's worth of wild wing. That's a pretty cool prize. Simply eat more wings than the guy next to you, and you're going to walk away with that prize.
All right, let's get this
crowd,
started.
I need you to cheer these guys on. They got 2 minutes to down as many wings as they can. All right.
And in 3, 2, 1.
Eat them wings. They're off. Again, a lot of strategy here. Do you go right for the hottest of the hots? That's what I do. There's 5 of those. They're worth 2 points each. So you down those 5, you got 10 points in the can right off the bat. And again, what we're going to do is at the end of this 2 minutes, we're going to count up the wings, and we're going to find out who the champion is. Again, this is the first ever Wild Wing Cafe wing eating contest. It's been a fun month as we had qualifying the past 4 weeks, and here we go. It all comes to a head here.
Minute
in the next
30.
minute and a half.
Minute 30 left.
Got a minute
It's
and a half
pretty
left.
close. It looks pretty close.
I tell you
Kind
what,
of.
there's a big time pace going on here. Again,
There's some strategy going on, that's for sure.
I'm starting to see a lot of those.
Minute 15, minute 15.
Minute 15. Again, a year's worth of free wild wing on the line in this wing eating contest. Dig deep, gentlemen. There's no tournament. There is no
1
tomorrow.
minute. 1 minute. 1
There
minute
is
left.
no tomorrow.
This is it.
Well, there is a tomorrow. It's just you don't get free wings tomorrow.
45 seconds. 45 seconds.
I tell you, look right, these two right here.
These two, I mean, it's getting close.
Zach brought the belt, and I tell you what, right now he's backing up that championship belt. Yeah, he is. He's getting on it.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Think happy thoughts, gentlemen. Happy thoughts. Go to a happy place. Think snuffleupaguses and pillows. I don't know. Find something happy and soft and fun.
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
And in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Yeah, put down the wings. Put them down. All right, let's get it up to these 4 gentlemen. It was a display.
Wow.
I believe today's performance will live in history as the greatest eating display in downtown Savannah's history. All right, we're going to step away, take a quick break. We're going to count up these wings, see who the champion is, and we're going to give away a year's worth of free wild wing here in just a matter of minutes. You're watching Gridiron Live. Stick around. Back to Gridiron Live here at Wild Wing Cafe in City Market. For 4 weeks, these gentlemen have battled. They've gone against their foes, the opposition. They've buried them. They've eaten a lot of chicken products. A lot of ranches and blue cheeses have been downed, and some stomach aches is part of it. But today we have a champion.
That's right. When we get here at about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I saw Zach here stretching with sunglasses on. He had his game face on. He had that belt around his waist. He was ready for the competition. He proved it today. He has 21 points.
21 points.
And is our champion.
Zach is the wing eating champion of Wild Wing Cafe. Let's give it up for Zach.
Look it up.
He retains his own belt, which he brought here to Wild Wing today. So how confident was Zach? And Zach, here comes the post-game report. Okay, what was it? I know you probably have to thank your family, your friends, God, and all that good stuff, but what made this possible?
Well, I came to win, and if you're not first, you're last, so I wasn't going to be last.
Anytime you quote Ricky Bobby, it's a good morning. So go ahead and talk about it. What was your strategy when you jumped into those wings?
To eat more wings than all these other guys.
The keep it simple, stupid philosophy. KISS, you just get it done. Again, 21 points. Zach wins a year's worth of Wild Wing Cafe, and I tell you what, that is quite a prize.
He's going to be here a lot, I have a feeling. I mean, are you going to be eating wings still, or are you going to move on maybe to something else, or?
We'll just have to see where it goes.
I mean, the possibilities are endless once you have a year's worth of Wild Wing.
Well, I mean, when you're the champion of eating wings, I mean, I feel like you should just be here eating wings all the time, as like a spokesperson.
Exactly. Next year, Zach will have to defend his title. He is the 2014 Wild Wing Cafe wing eating champion. One more time for Zach, everybody. All right, folks. Now, you don't have to be in a wing eating contest to enjoy all the good food and fun here at Wild Wing Cafe. The NFL getting ready to kick off here. Another busy Sunday here in City Market. Go ahead, get down here. Don't forget, next weekend we have Beertoberfest.
That's right. I hear Frank's going to start to grow some facial hair as well.
I may not shave all week in preparation for it.
He's going to prepare for it. So we got a lot of good things coming up here at Wild Wing Cafe, so get down here. But for now, thanks for joining us for Gridiron Live. We'll see you next week.
Have a great day, everybody.